most people, I think, were waiting for the commentators to interview.
Yeah, that's exactly. They were just on pins and needles going, it's Friday, why haven't they done it yet?
Commentators effect.
Hey, the phone number is now 206-421-1000. That's the local line, and the toll-free number for you is 877-397-KOMO. That's 877-397-5666. The way we're going to do this, we got 3 questions that we're going to ask you, and 3 questions that we're going to ask Dow. 3 specific. Those 3 are going to be the same questions, and then we're just going to fly by the seat of our pants.
Okay.
Okay.
Like he does during his TV commentaries. Just kind of whatever comes to mind while the cameras are rolling. Are you going to be this snotty
for the entire hour, or just for the moment?
Probably for the whole hour.
All right. So, what do you think is the biggest problem facing King County right now?
Well, no doubt the biggest problem facing us is this budget crisis. We're in the worst financial crisis in the history of King County, and those are not my words. Those are the words of the new executive summary that came out with the new proposed budget. So everybody knows it. My opponent is part of creating the problem that we have. He's the chairman of the King County Council. He's the budget chair. And he's avoided these issues. He continually turns this whole discussion on issues that don't matter to the King County executive, and he has attacked me unrelentingly with false accusations that are just not right.
And we'll get to those. Question number 2 then. I'm curious as to how you're voting on 1033, Initiative 1033, and Referendum 71.
That's the spending, or actually the revenue limit for state and local communities.
Tim Iman's cap on taxes.
Right. And I appreciate that people in this county are very frustrated with property taxes, very frustrated with the whole tax process. And so I think that part of 1033 is tapping into that frustration, but I believe it goes too far, and I'm voting no.
Okay.
I believe that our municipal governments and local governments will be hamstrung by the inability to use excess revenue in good times to put into a rainy day fund for when the cycle changes and times get tough. And so that's what happens in 1033, and so I'm voting against it.
And R71?
R71 I'm voting to approve.
That's the everything but marriage bill.
Right. I'm voting to approve. That was passed by the legislature by overwhelming majorities in the spring, and I think it was appropriate action taken by the legislature.
All right. And
so what sets you apart?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
What sets you
inject something there.
What sets you apart from Dow Constantine?
Well, what sets me apart from him is that he is the problem and I'm the solution. Dow has been King County executive. He's been budget chair. The county is broken by every single measure. We are in this terrible financial crisis. We are making cuts to vital services, including public safety and human services, parks, and so forth. And he doesn't have a single solution. He's been in the position for all these years to make changes and make improvements, and he hasn't done so. He is not a man of action. He's had his chance. The Seattle Times pointed that out. He has not affected any change. He's part of the old school, old politics, old divisive partisanship that can't get anything done. And so what I offer our voters is a new way and a new direction.